Hello. So I wanted to show you how to calculate distance, time and speed. So if there's three different things here, time, distance, speed. If we know two of them, we can calculate the third. So if we know speed and distance, we can calculate time. If we know time and distance, we can calculate speed. If we know speed and time, we can calculate distance. You get the idea. All we need is this little triangle here. It makes it quite easy. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So today we're looking at chapter 25 in the worksheets that I posted out to you. So it should be near the front. And the first question there is find the speed of a car which travels 380 kilometres, so the distance, 380 kilometres in 4 hours. So for this one, we know the distance, we know the time, and we want to know the speed. We want to know the speed. So, to do that, we want to know the speed, we know the distance, we know the time. So, to calculate that, we go distance divided by time, because distance is up the top, time is below. Distance divided by time. Distance divided by time is equal to speed. So in this case, our distance is 380 kilometres. It's always a good idea to put the units in, and you'll see why on the next slide. Divided by the time, which is 4 hours. So 380, I'll do it on my calculator. You can use your calculator for sure. 380 divided by 4 is 95. Now 95 what? In this case, it's kilometres per hour because our distance is in kilometres and our time is in hours. Kilometres per hour. Now, if our time had been in minutes, then our answer would be kilometres per minute. So you've got to always pay attention to your units. And that becomes particularly evident with this question here. So it's the same thing, we're finding speed. We know the distance is 100, the time is 30. So again, we know the distance, we know the time, we want to know the speed. So for this one, we do the same formula again. Distance divided by time is equal to speed. So the distance is 100. The time is 30. Oh, sorry, I forgot my units there. So the distance is 100 kilometres divided by 30 minutes. And that's equal to, let's do that on the calculator, 100 divided by 30 is 3.333. Now, are they breaking the speed limit of 110 kilometres per hour? In this case, my units are in kilometres per minute because I used kilometres, my distance was in kilometres and my time was in minutes. So my answer is in kilometres per minute. But my speed limit is in kilometres per hour, so it's a little bit hard to compare. So if we want to be able to compare it, I need to write my answer in kilometres per hour. Now you can go from here and do some calculations to that to turn it into kilometres an hour. But I prefer just to turn my original values into kilometres and hours. Now my distance is already in kilometres, so that's fine. But I want to turn 30 minutes into hours. 30 minutes is half an hour. So all I need to do is just write 0.5 hours. So now 100 divided by 0.5 equals 200. So the speed is 200 kilometres per hour. So they are definitely breaking the speed limit. Next question. Find how long it would take to travel 300 kilometres at 75 kilometres per hour. Now in this case, we know the distance, we know the speed, and this time we want to know the time. So, distance divided by speed is equal to time. Distance is on the top, speed is on the bottom, so it's distance divided by time. Distance divided by speed is equal to time. So I've just written my values. So 300 kilometres divided by 75 kilometres per hour. That's equal to our time. So 300 divided by 75 is equal to 4. 4 hours, and that I've got hours here, and these are both in kilometres, so I know that it's legitimate. I want the distance and the speed both to have kilometres, and if it's kilometres per hour, my answer will be in hours. If it's in kilometres per minute, my answer will be in minutes. So in this case, it's kilometres per hour, so my answer is 4 hours. It would take 4 hours to travel 300 kilometres at 75 kilometres per hour. Last question. How far would a bus travelling at 90 kilometres an hour drive in 3 hours? So this time, we know the speed, we know the time, and we want to know the distance. This time, we multiply because they're on the same level. So speed multiplied by time. So speed multiplied by time is equal to distance. So 90 multiplied by 3 is equal to the distance. And 90, you can probably do that in your head, 90 multiplied by 3 is 270. And in this case, my units are in kilometres, because I didn't write my units in there, sorry. So 90 kilometres per hour, 3 hours. So there's kilometres in here. These units are both the same. So the answer is kilometres. If this distance was, speed was in metres per hour, then my answer would be in metres. Okay, that is all I had for you. Thank you very much.